Good morning, dear students. Myself, Professor Narayana Das. Today, I am going to discuss about the topic Contribution to Management by Peter F. Drucker. The subjects relates to Principles of Management and course belongs to the BBM. Contributions of Peter F. Drucker. So, Peter F. Drucker was born in 1909. He was educated in both in Austria and England. He started his career as a newspaper correspondent in 1929. He was also working as an economist for an international bank for some time. So, Peter F. Drucker became a professor of management in the New York University during 1950. So, Drucker has written many books on management, The Practice of Management in 1954, The New Society in 1950, Managing of Results, the book he wrote is 1964, The Effective Executiveship during in the year 1967 he wrote. So, apart from which management task and responsibilities and practices also he wrote. Management challenges during 21st centuries also. So these are all the contributions from the Peter F. Drucker to the management. The concept of management and its objectives were introduced by him. According to him, management is not an exact science or a profession. So what he says, he is also proponent that management is not as exact science or professions. He also criticized scientific management and human relationships approach. So according to, let's see what is the contributions. So the nature of management, the basic objective of management is innovation. He says what is the nature of management is the objective of management is an innovation, new terminologies or new things. The term innovation includes development of new ideas, thoughts, or combination of existing ideas with a new concepts and adoption of ideas from other fields also. So management is treated as a discipline and a profession. As a profession, according to him, management gives importance only to the results in achievement. So it gives results in achievements instead or rather than following the criteria of true profession. As a discipline, management has a separate tools, techniques, approaches and skills. So the emphasis will be against the bureaucratic management, emphasis will be on creative management. Manager should be an innovator always. He should give courage, inspiring his subordinates, because people are the most important emphasizes and practices. Because management, what we do is art of getting things done through people. Not possible by one person do all the task at a time. So it has to be delegated and get the extraction of work. Mr. Peter F. Drucker says management is an independent from ownership also he has propounded, and he is talking about the organizations. Any effective organization or in effective organization structures has got characteristics, certain characteristics. The structure is framed in such a way that it enables smooth performance of the organizations. The organization structures or the hierarchy. Hierarchy means who is reporting to whom, who is working under the superiors, and also it takes into consideration of containing the possible minimum number of managerial level. Managerial level should not be too much. It is talking about he is talking about the span of control. So minimum number of managerial levels is sufficient, and providing a chance to test the ability of young people, so who are accepting the responsibilities. There is a performance measurement system is also is giving a clue, little hint, a chance to test the ability or capability or performance of young people who are accepting the responsibility. The organization structure should be in this grounds. Because organization is the backbone of the modern societies. It makes people living in a standardized manner through the knowledge enhancements. So knowledge is the basic foundations of modern organization. This is what the conceptions of Mr. Peter F. Drucker. Yes, characteristics of an effective organization should be enterprise should be organized for performance, least possible number of managerial levels, training and tests of tomorrow's top managers. He is propounding that. He's talking about the federalism. Federalism as it takes into consideration of centralized control in a decentralized structures. So there should be authority. Authority should be controlled in such a way. Should not be given too much lenience or independence to the lower level or branches. Independence should be given in an appropriate manner, he says. There is a crystallized the distinction between the delegation and delegation. Delegation means ability to get the work done from the people by extracting the work, and also at the same time a little freedomness should be given. So making people held responsible what is given to them, and a little lenience will be given to take a freedom in decision making also. So decentralization goes far beyond the delegation, it means. The functions of management. Management is the organization of the institutions. Three important tasks which management has to perform is the specific purpose and the mission of the institutions. There should be a specific purpose of the management, profit motive, wealth maximization, or service motive, or ability to cope up the existing the difficulties, to manage the difficulties, and to take a quick action as a dynamic level which concurrent to the mission or the goals of the organizations. Making work productive and the worker achieving. It should be acceptable level. So work should not be too burden to the employees. Too much work is given to the employee, he may not comfort in doing on time. So there should be proper balance. Managing social impacts and social responsibilities. It is the part of the management. So what can be done for the upliftment of the society, for the betterment of society? That is only through production of sophisticated products, making the products usable, and ensuring the standard of living of the people should be increased. This is what the functions of the management is challenging now. And he is talking about the management by objectives. It is one of the major contribution of the Peter Drucker. He introduced this concept of MBO in 1954, the practice of management. The performance of each job should be directed towards the achievement of the business. So what is MBO? Drucker introduced the management by objectives. He is termed as the management by results also. So method of planning, setting of standards, planning, way of thinking in advance, establishing the standards, performance appraisal, so measuring the actual performance of the employees as against to the predetermined targets, and motivate the employees, or to inspire or induce the employees mentality on a day-to-day basis. And the components managements, these are the components of management by objectives, which gives importance to the self-control rather than control made by others. So it is necessary to change the organization itself, it means to say. And apart from which, futurity and organizational changes. So Drucker has visualized the rapid changes in society. So due to the rapid technological advancement, development of technology, he realized the impact of such a changes on human life. So he stressed that human beings should develop an attitude to face the latest changes and consider them indispensable for making society better. This is done by developing dynamic organizations. So dynamic organization which is developed only by absorbing the rapid changes. So this is what the contributions made by Peter F. Drucker. So these are all the references you can go through for to enhance or enrich your knowledge. R.K. Sharma and Shashi K. Gupta, Principles of Management, and T. Ramaswamy, Principle of Management from Himalayan Publishing House also. So quickly, what we discussed today is the contribution made by Peter F. Drucker. By saying this, we can conclude the sessions for the day. Thanking you, dear students, for giving me an opportunity to explain the contributions made by the Peter F.W. Oh, sorry, I'm going to say what is Peter F. Drucker. Thanking you.